Well, hey there folks, welcome back once again to the Hop House. It's Eddie here. It's time for another beer review, and we're doing the last beers that I picked up from Lidl at the little craft beer festivals. Now, if you're brand new to this channel, welcome along to the Hop House. We'll call that because we like hoppy beer or like house music. If you like either of those or both, then give us one of those. Give us a like, share, subscribe to this channel if it's your cup of tea. Okay, now this, when I say little craft beer festivals, this beer I picked up in Lidl, and I just noticed it was there, but it was actually in the main beer aisle. It wasn't in the, you know, the tile, the when it's gone, middle of Lidl, whatever you want to call it. Now, it's from Stewart Brewing, and Stewart Brewing have done some decent beers. They've done some really good beers. The Nipa was really good. The Coastal Hopper that was in the recent craft beer festival from October, really liked that. And I noticed that this was actually in, they used to do a beer called, it was American Pale Ale anyway, I can't remember the name of it now, and it was okay. I have reviewed it, but it was in the normal section of beer, and there was a Loch Lomond Brave Hop one. Both of those beers have been replaced. Now, the Brave Hop from Loch Lomond has been replaced by 71 Brewing Luminous Nights. Yes, that double IPA, 7.4%. That's become a regular beer in my Lidl, in the normal beer section, which is quite extraordinary. And then above that, they've got rid of that Stewart Brewing American Pale Ale. It'll come to me halfway through this plumbing video. I'm thinking, do I stop filming and start again? But I'm not going to harm amateur. We're going to continue. But anyway, they've replaced that American Pale Ale. Was it Radical Road? I can't remember what it was called, maybe Radical Road. But anyway, they've replaced it with this, and I've never seen this before. So I thought, oh yes, we'll pick that up. And it's this, it's Crazy Haze. It's a hazy IPA coming in at 5.1% in a 440 millilitre can. Usual Stewart Brewing, the big S, and then it's a bit Tetrisy, patterned, and then just black at the back where it gives you, well, it sometimes gives you information. We'll read that in a little bit. Right, shall we get this out into the glass? £1, we'll go with 169, I think it was. They're usually the prices these days for the 440ml cans. Some of them are a little bit more expensive at 179. The Luminous Nights is 199. Right, that's what I'm going to pour for the time being. This is my Hop House glass that's got little black specky bits on, because it was a friend's glass and all the dye's going away, but it's on the outside of the glass. So you see all these black bits, they're not actually in the beer, they're on the outside of the glass. So if I just scratch them away, and they just go away. Hopefully after a few more washes, all that crap at the bottom will be gone and you'll just be left with a H for Hop House. Anyway, beer in the glass. It's quite dark orange, almost ambery in colour, like a dark burnt orange, burnt caramel sort of colour. Lovely white head on it though, look at that, bit of laser vision. We'll go through that now, while we've got enough in the glass to do so. Yeah, the laces beautifully and sticks to that glass. God, I can see all the little white bits, black bits there, sorry. It looks like a really dirty glass. It's not, it's just the artwork that's coming away. This has been washed properly, I assure you. I just need to wash it a few more times to get rid of that. I really like the look of that. Should we get some aroma? Put that into there, let's give it a whiff, see what we can sniff. It smells quite similar to that Coastal Hopper. It smells more West Coast. Certainly getting like burnt caramel, malty smell, caramel smell. An orangey, bit of passion fruit coming through, like orangey passion fruit, like that tartar sort of aroma. Rather than it being a bit sweeter, it's not peachy or mangoey or anything like that, it's a bit more tart. And then the sort of burnt caramel. Does look like they've used a darker malt bill in this. Should be interesting. Should be. Yeah, let's give it a try. Bottoms up, down the hatch. Cheers. Right, so let's start off with the body and the mouthfeel, which is probably the highlight of this beer. Oh, I'm getting more things coming through on the back end now. That's an interesting beer. I like it. It's not bad. But I've certainly had a lot better. But it's £1.79. It's from Lidl. What do you expect, right? But the good point of it is the mouthfeel. As I say, it's very, very soft. The carbonation is lovely. It's quite pillowy soft, actually. It's quite incredible. There's got to be oats in this. For a beer at that price point, that mouthfeel's really, really, really good. It really is. It genuinely is really good, right? I'll add the rest of the beer into glass. I don't think there is any sediment there, it's just the black bits on the bottom of this glass for the artwork that's peeling away. But it is, you can see it's hazy, right? It's unfiltered and unrefined. So yeah, the mouthfeel is absolutely superb. That's probably the best thing that this beer's got going for it. I don't think it's not like the Edinbrugh ones. It doesn't taste artificial. It doesn't taste artificially hopped. Definitely getting that caramel coming through, sweetness down the middle of the tongue, down the sides of the tongue. But I tell you what, I'll have another gobful, and then we'll go through flavours. I'm trying to dissect it in my mind. Now, the mouthfeel's lovely. It's really drinkable. I'll definitely give it that. I think they've done a brilliant job on the body and the mouthfeel. Now here's where I'm going to be controversial. I'm going to come on to flavours in a minute because the flavour side of it is not as good as the mouthfeel. So, a few weeks back, I reviewed the Northern Monk beer. A bit late to the party, but the Northern Monk, was it Order of the North? The one with Rivington. And I said the best thing about that beer was the body, the mouthfeel. It was really, really beautiful beer to drink. But that was a 7% beer. This, for a 5.1%, I would say, goes up with the mouthfeel and the quality of that. For me, that is a lovely, lovely beer to drink. It's a pleasure to have in your mouth. But it is stunning beer to drink. In terms of the body, in terms of the mouthfeel, they nailed it. Absolutely, 100%, knocked it out of the park. Now, flavours. The back end comes in quite late. It puts a smile on my face because I wasn't expecting it. Definitely malt forward down the middle of the tongue. You're getting that sweet caramel malt. Down the sides of the tongue, you are getting like orange, like a sharp orange. You're getting a bit of passion fruit. Orange and passion fruit, I'd say, are the two main flavours that you're getting. At the back end, you're getting like the passion fruit, and the orange maybe turns into like a little bit of lime. And that's what comes through right at the back end. And then like a real dry breadiness mouth end from the malt. So it probably is more malt forward than hop forward, but they combine quite nicely. It's a decent enough beer. It ain't bad. It ain't bad at all. It's the mouthfeel that makes it more Moorish than anything else. I can't speak enough about how much Stewart Brewing have actually hit the nail on the head with the mouthfeel. It's great. Right, let's read what it says on the back. So, Crazy Haze, Hazy IPA. A soft, pillowy mouthfeel forms the perfect base for a big hit of bright tropical and stone fruit flavours in this hazy IPA. So it doesn't tell us what hops are in it. 5.1% produced in Scotland. Best before on it is 6th of October next year. If that's going to be permanent in Lidl, fair play Lidl. I don't think that's too bad. I think the flavours of the hops probably could be sharper. or juicier. The malt is the prominent factor, but you know, I'm filming this in November 2022. We're looking at a time where, you know, the cost of living is shot through the roof. Interest rates are going up, inflation, we're going to be in a recession. All this negative in the news and the media. I mean, I have the news on where I work, and so I just have to, it's just on the TVs in the background with subtitles on, in the background. We need it on in case something happens. But I started to pay no attention to it because I'm just like, it's just, maybe I've noticed it more since COVID, but it's all scaremongering and scare tactics and, you know, whoa, it's all bad, and I'm just like, for me personally, life isn't that bad. Sorry, I don't mean that to come across in a really like arrogant way or anything, because I'm not an arrogant person. I'm genuine. You know, I work hard for my money. We've got a house. You know, we've managed to get on the property ladder. So this year's been a good year for me personally. What I mean is things aren't that bad for me personally. Is our electricity company. Well, we've not put the boiler on apart from hot water from the taps. Our shower's electric, so we've not really used any gas. The electricity company whacked our direct debit up to something stupid like 90, just under £100 a month, and we were like, what? There's two of us. We both work full time. We're hardly ever here. And then suddenly they've gone, oh, you're £200 odd in credit plus this credit you get from the government, and they've whacked our direct debit right back down. So I'm really confused. So I'm just not a believer that it's that bad that they're making out in the press. Now there could be people out there that you know, that are struggling. I mean, there's me and my wife. There's just two of us in a two-bed house. So my circumstances are totally different to other people's. So I'm not turning around and saying life is all rosy, because I should imagine for people that maybe are on the breadline that are struggling, I get it. But I tell you what, if you are on the breadline and you can't afford, I'm just going to turn it back round now. All I wanted to get out there is I just don't think things are as bad as the media are making out. I think some of it is scaremongering and tactics, and I don't buy into it. You know what, it can breed a lot of negative vibes. Be positive in your life and positive things will happen. That's all I'm saying. Right, I'm coming away from politics and all that now. Sorry, I went off on a tangent, totally. But if you find yourself that you think, oh my God, we haven't got as much disposable income as I did before, so you can no longer really afford to pick up £3 cans in Morrison's, Asda, Tesco or whatever, then if you've got a Lidl close by, this is £1.69 I think. Could be anything from £1.59 to £1.79. I don't think it's as high as £2. But that's cheaper than £3 a can, and that's a decent sort of budget IPA. The mouthfeel alone, you know, £1.69. I'd say they spent a good £1 on the mouthfeel on that, and that's what wins it over for me. That is cracking. I'm going to give that, for the mouthfeel, I'm giving it 2 thumbs up and a foot. I really am. I'm giving it 3 limbs. Do I want to give it 3 limbs or just a 2? No, I'll stick with my original decision. I'm not going to go to VAR. It's going to be 3 limbs out of 4. Really like it. The aftertaste that comes through at the back end now, it's really quite tart, and the passion fruit and lime is sort of there. So yeah, it's buzzing. I like it. Great. Go to Lidl. Go get some Crazy Haze. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We'll be back again with some more beer reviews. Ciao for now, people.